Bonney's biofather is a celestial dragon, and in my opinion, that celestial dragon is a holy knight, and most likely Shamrock. We know that when Ginny was kidnapped, she and her forces were wiped out by a surprise attack. Now, if you think about it, if it was some random world noble, I don't believe it would have worked. Remember that Ginny during that time was the East Army commander of the Revs with a bounty of 190 million. Even if it was a surprise attack, there is no way I see Ginny and her unit being easily wiped out that easily by a random world noble and some random government agents, unless they were CP0. If you take a look back when Roswar, Charlos, and his sister were at Subodhi, they only had random government agents protecting them. So again, a random world noble with random bodyguards, I don't believe would be enough to defeat Ginny and her entire unit. But if that world noble is a holy knight with immortality, that is a whole different story. The holy knights such as Shamrock are not only world nobles, but they are also very powerful fighters. With them being very powerful fighters, plus the immortality, it would come as no surprise on how Ginny was defeated and her entire unit being wiped out. Now, why do I believe Shamrock is the one that took Ginny to be his wife, which would also make him to be Bonney's biofather? Well, first things first, if you take a look at gender swap Bonney, male Bonney kind of looks like Shanks, and as we know, both Shamrock and Shanks are twins. Then we have them being both tied to Ireland. Bonney's name was taken from a real-life female pirate named Anne Bonney, who was Irish. While we don't know too much about Anne Bonney's past, apparently she might have been a illegitimate daughter of an attorney and his servant, which is funny because the character Julie Bonney would also be an illegitimate daughter as well. But then we have Shamrock, whose name is of course based on the three-leaf clover, which is associated with good luck and also used as a symbol of Ireland. Male Bonney looking like Shanks or Shamrock and a connection to Ireland, it would come off as no surprise if Bonney turns out to be Shamrock's daughter. In my opinion, it would make more sense if a very important character like Bonney was the daughter of Shamrock, who is not only the commander of the Holy Knights, but also the son of Garling, one of the elders, and the older twin brother of Shanks, who is one of the Yonkos. Bonney's mother, Ginny, was a former East Blue Army commander of the Revs. Her adoptive father, Kuma, was a former Rev commander and a warlord. So having her biofather be someone important like Shamrock would make a bit more sense compared to some other random holy knight. Also during the Elbaf arc, the same arc that Bonney was part of, we also had Shamrock arriving to the country as well before he left. And that is that.